Good morning. It's Wednesday, May 18th. So happy birthday, Patty. So we're just walking along here, just getting started. A little before 7 a.m. Stayed at the wonderful Relax Inn last night. So I really wouldn't recommend it, but it wasn't that bad. Just super old and nothing. Literally nothing seems like it's been updated in that hotel in 50 years. But anyway, got through that and had a really good dinner at the Mexican restaurant. It was next door in a gas station actually, but it was really good. So that was good. And got a little more food at the convenience store. So nothing good really, but enough to get me through for a couple more days here. So anyway, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Maybe some rain coming in later tonight, they're saying, but have to keep an eye on that and see. So anyway, I'll be back to you guys. Got more hiking companions this morning. These cows like hiking the Appalachian Trail. Even the baby joins in. Even the little baby's gonna hike with me. Hello, number 169. How are you? Yeah, once again, walking through these flowers, just beautiful. Okay, reflections after 1 month on the trail. So pretty much started on April the 18th and it's now May 18th. So we'll call it a month and just past the quarter way mark. So I guess that would put us on track to finish the trail in 4 months. So which is pretty good time. So it, I guess, wasn't what I expected. Probably a little harder than what I expected or even imagined, because the terrain and the hills are just non-stop. I mean, you just can't imagine what it's like to do 4,000 or 5,000 foot climbs in a day. And the biggest climbs we've had have been 3,000 feet in one go. And then it seems like whenever you look at the map and say, okay, today's going to be an easy day, then it throws rocks and roots and, you know, small up and downs that don't show up on the topography, and ends up being just as tough as the days with the big climbs. So it's definitely hard. The month has gone super quick, though, I'll say that. I mean, it's just very quick. It's like a blink of an eye. This thing is gone. It's a little hard to cope with missing family, but it's just one of those things you have to deal with and just basically get up and walk every day. So, but let's see, probably the hardest couple things, the 3 days of the cold rain that I had week and a half or so ago. That was really tough few days there, dealing with that. And probably the other biggest challenge out here is just your diet. I mean, it's just, you're eating garbage food basically, and you know, it's hard to get good food. I mean, a couple times I've been in town and you know, try to get some green vegetables in a little town in the south is like asking for something big. The one place I had a cheeseburger at one time, I asked him if I could get a salad, And it was on the menu, and she goes, "No, we're not doing salads today." I said, "Okay, no problem. I haven't had a green vegetable in weeks, but I'll continue that trend, I guess." But, that's probably the biggest challenge, really, the food, and then, resupplying, just getting the food that you have is, difficult, because you're always having to think you can't carry too much, but you got to carry enough to get to the next spot. So that's a challenge, but hey, we're dealing with it. And would I do it again? Yeah, absolutely, I would do it again. So that's the way I feel after one quarter. So we'll see how things continue here. So we've got about 180 miles to Roanoke, and that's when I may jump off and go home for a couple days, see Patty and everybody, and so kind of looking forward to that. So we'll keep you updated on that, but I guess that's how I feel after a quarter of this thing done. So, all right, back later. The size of this black snake on the trail. That's a big one. I don't even know which end is which yet. Get on out of here, boy. Where's your head so I know where to go? Go. Get off the trail, buddy. All right, here we go. Well, nice little country road walk for a little bit. Oh, here we're going back in, right here. Been walking through quite a few farm fields today for sure. It's easy walking, but gotta check for ticks every now and then, and also get your feet wet still. It is kind of a cool change of pace though, versus being in the woods all the time. Beautiful country, Virginia, down here. Instead of just the deep woods all the time, you got open fields and farmland mixed in with the mountains. Pretty cool. Well, as you can see right there, that's our bridge that we're supposed to use to cross this river, creek, I guess, and got destroyed in a flood, so they're asking us to ford it, and it doesn't look bad. Got a little rope there to help you if the water was really high, I guess, but I'm just gonna walk across it and see how it goes. Believe it or not, I made it across on those rocks right there, and I don't even think I got my feet wet. All right, it's about 3 o'clock, and I've done 19 and a half miles. So I'll make kind of a push here today, trying to get another 4.5 miles. So we'll see. It's all uphill to finish the day here, but it's early, and I'm just going to walk really slow for the rest of this. So I had a pretty good day overall, getting a little tired, but the local Baptist church had a little thing set up at one of the road crossings, and was making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for everybody, so I took advantage of that. Got a little extra food, and then I also, just at the last crossing, somebody had left a whole cooler of cold drinks for through hikers, so it's been really great to get a couple of those things today to help me through this. So, but anyway, we'll check back when we get up top of this mountain. Okay, this is called Burke's Garden. You can see all the farmland down there and a ring of mountains around it. And supposedly this is a giant limestone sinkhole, 8 miles across. I'm standing on one edge, And the next edge would be, you know, after all that farmland around the one giant sinkhole. Pretty cool. And I'm here at the Chestnut Ridge Shelter. And I was gonna tent right here somewhere, but it's supposed to thunderstorm tonight, right on top of this mountain. And I don't know if that would be the best place to be in a thunderstorm. So I think I'm gonna make a descent down to the woods. So I'll keep on hiking here a bit. I got 24 miles in for the day, but gonna keep going a bit. All right, well, we ended up with 25.6 miles today, so a big day. I'm gonna set my tent up right over there. Got a good spot, and I'm gonna eat dinner right over here by this fire ring. And more than likely there won't be anybody else here tonight. Didn't see a lot of people on trail today, so first thing I'm gonna do is get something to eat here. All right, back in the morning. Good morning. Thursday, May 19th, so just getting on the trail a little bit later than what I've been doing this morning. It's about 8 o'clock, so just trying to relax a little bit after that big day yesterday, and got really lucky with the weather last night. It was supposed to thunderstorm, like 90% chance overnight, and it did come through, like some nasty wind and a lot of thunder and lightning, but it never really rained that much. So, and it seems to be okay now, although they say there's still a chance of rain and chance of some thunderstorms early this afternoon. So we'll see if we can dodge it here or not. But anyway, it was kind of crazy night in the tent with the wind blowing and thunder and lightning, and you're asking yourself, what am I doing out here? I wouldn't say I was scared, but I wondered if I was crazy. But anyway, at it this morning. Not sure what the agenda is today. About 20 miles, a little over 20, to a place called Bland, Virginia. So that's where we're heading towards that next. Well, typical AT fashion, the trail didn't show much elevation today, just little ups and downs, no major climbs, but it gives you just rocks hopping over all day long, so gives you something to slow you down a little bit. So the trail brings it every day, but it's kind of cool. I'm walking this ridge, and not any amazing views, but I'm on the crater, or whatever you want to call it, of that limestone sinkhole, Burke's Garden, and we're just basically walking over the edge of this thing for the next I guess 8 miles, something like that. So pretty cool though. Go bear. Well, I just saw bear number 5 on trail. Hopefully I got a little video of him. Pretty cool views for this burn area. But for me, the push is on. I got 2 hours to get to a deli that closes at 4 o'clock sharp, and got 5 miles to do it. So I gotta lay down the heat here. So hopefully I can get there before it closes. Be back. All right, only 0.2 to the deli, and it's like 3:15. So I literally like ran the better part of last hour to get me down to this deli, which hopefully it's worth it. So I've already got my food ordered, and hopefully I'll get my food and get a few resupply items and back into the woods. This will be over 20 miles for me when I get to the deli, which I wasn't even planning on really making it here today, but when I started hiking this morning, looking at the map, thinking about it, the terrain was pretty easy, so at about 9 or 10 o'clock this morning, I said, you know what, let's go for it. And that's been my goal ever since, to get down to the deli. You can hear the trucks maybe on, that's I-77 we're going to cross under in just a few minutes after we go to this deli. So, all right, back later. Well, we got to the deli in plenty of time, had a cheeseburger, got a few supplies, and now I'm walking the 0.3 side trail to the shelter where I'm going to stay tonight. So 23 miles for the day, so pretty good day considering I wasn't planning on going this far, but 23 more crossed off the list. So I'll be back to you guys in the morning.